Hello Aries, welcome to my channel. My name is Cassandra. I am the witch, the spiritualist, the founder and creator of Magic of Eden. How are you doing? That card wanted to jump out. Thank you for coming on to my channel. If you're new, welcome. If you are returning, what's up, fam? How y'all doing? Anyways, today we are going to be doing a reading for Aries, and I already have your oracle cards out for the most part. This is going to serve as a daily reminder. So the first thing I want to do is set the intention that for all of my Aries babes who are listening to this, that they get what they need out of it. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a vessel, spirit, for the collective, for my soul tribe, for my community, and such. I keep hearing like heal, like I heard heal the ouch, and I also heard like forgiveness. Like forgiveness is definitely key here. I'm hearing like don't be too hard on yourself. Like you're being a little bit too hard and rigid on yourself for past mistakes that were made. I don't know why, but I'm getting this sense of like, I'm not trying to call you a child, but what I am saying is that for whoever is listening to this, you want to check your rising, your moon, your sun, or whatever. I feel like for my Aries babes, I just feel like I want to give you a hug and say, hey, look, like you tried, you gave it your all, you gave it your best. It's okay for you to move on to something else, to move on to something different, to start to enjoy yourself a little bit more, because right now you're in a time where you're in a very vulnerable state. You're in a space where you've been battling a lot of different things. And I'm hearing the word perpetrator. There was a perpetrator that was against you, and you've learned everything you needed to learn from that interaction. Now it's time for you to withdraw your energy, move back before you start to fuck some shit up. And I mean that in the most respectful, spiritual way possible. Others of you, this is going to come off really, really horrible. And I don't mean for it to sound this way. It sounds harsh, but you were the one inflicting the harm or damage on the other person or thing, meaning that you were in a space where you were wounded. And because of that, you responded in a wounded way. And as a result of that, the relationship or whatever was tainted and charred as a result of that, because you were wounded. But that was you, in a sense, crying out for help, you not knowing how to ask for that help. And so Spirit is saying, I need you to sit down, to really sit with yourself and ask yourself, why did you feel the need to do this? Or why did you feel the need to respond this way? And Spirit is saying, okay, now I need you to be gentle, because what I want you to do is I want you to take the time out that you need to then say, okay, this is where I came from. This is what happened. And now I'm moving forward with newer knowledge, with better knowledge, with more wisdom. And I'm going more into this, into my next life, in a sense, with more clarity. And I'm hearing the word clairvoyance. Like some of you guys, as a result of you understanding and you coming to terms with what happened, or, you know, for your past situations, some of you guys are now tapping more into your gifts, because your gifts are literally everything or all that you have left to depend on, in a sense, to keep you from entering a state of depression. Or if you are in a depressive state, or in a state in which you are disempowered, you are now, Spirit is saying, I need you now to start to rely more on your gifts to get you out of this hole. You may be someone who tried to seek help from a professional, and I'm never going to tell you not to. I'm always going to say, please continue to see these people to get the help that you need. But what I'm hearing is that for some of you guys, you're feeling like this is not serving me. I need to dive deeper into spirit. I need to dive deeper into the subconscious. I need to figure out what it is that I need my soul to come through and to help me. And I'm hearing that something about the angel Raphael coming through, and I'm hearing the word spoken word. And for whatever reason, now I'm hearing Gabriel. So I feel like this is interesting. I just heard put it in a poem or put it in writing is what I heard. So, also, if you guys hear bumping, I apologize. That's my kid. He's upstairs. He's on his tablet, but you guys should know by now. For those of you guys that are new here, I do have 2 children. One is asleep and the other is awake, and you will hear bumping every now and then. But anyways, let me go ahead and turn these cards over, because we haven't even gotten to your reading yet. And we have here the Six of Cups. Yep, a past memory of some sort. We have the Three of Wands, it looks like. Interesting. We have here the Fool. You're entering into new grounds. Interesting. We have the Ten of Wands, it looks like, in reverse here. Oh no, I'm sorry. The Ten of Swords. Oh yeah, this is definitely an ending. And then of course we do have here what looks like the Knight of Cups. Oh yeah, this definitely does feel like a relationship of some sort was ended. It does feel like something that was very valuable at one point that in a sense kind of brought you peace because you weren't used to receiving that. You didn't know how to continue to receive whatever that was that this person or thing was giving you. And so in a sense, it kind of was tainted. It served its time. Now, it's not to say that you're a horrible person. It's just to say that you, in a sense, were learning. For others of you, this is you being hurt in the situation. This was you. I don't know why this is bringing me to friendship, but it feels like this friendship or whatever this alignment was, it doesn't have to be a friendship. It could just be simply an alignment. Whatever this alignment was, it served what it needed to serve. And I just heard that it ended badly. Like it ended badly, even though and I just heard the word inner child. There's a lot of inner child work that needs to be done because I feel like the reason why it ended badly or abruptly was because I just heard Spirit say it was long overdue. You may have had an exchanging of words of some sort out of anger, or you may have said something out of anger, or someone may have said something towards you out of anger. This is bringing me the Scorpio energy. You may have been dealing with someone who has very strong Scorpionic energy, and Scorpio energy was present in this, meaning that it needed to be purged. It needed to die for the sake of obtaining something, something of better substance, if that makes sense. So what I do kind of feel like with these cards that are coming out, my loves, is that, to be quite honest with you, I really, really, really do feel, especially with the Fool card here, is that this was a needed part of your journey, and now you're entering into a domain where you're thinking a lot about the next steps and like where you're going and where you're headed. What I do kind of feel like though is that what I'm hearing is that you're heading out of this situation, meaning that something happened, like, and I almost want to kind of give you a hug and just sit there and just hug you while you cry it out, because I really do feel like Aries needs to cry it out. They need to express this wounded aspect of their inner child more, because I don't feel like they're getting enough room for expression. I don't think they're being understood. I'm hearing something about a communication issue that you may have had, or that you may have, that prevents you from speaking exactly what it is that you want to say, because it's almost like a muscle memory, or it's almost like trauma response, like you're trauma responding. I'm hearing that it's time for you to work more with spirit, work more with your guides, work more with your intuition, work more with your gifts, because I feel like this is what's going to bring you the most peace. You know what I mean? I truly do feel that. Like, don't feel that it's the end all be all, because where you're going, you've learned so much to where now when you enter into these new relationships, you can bring more wisdom to the table, and you know how to react and how to respond versus, how you did before. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing the word, for whatever reason, I'm seeing fresh, like I'm getting a whiff of like fresh air. It feels very fresh. It feels very rejuvenating. It's bringing me to mint and lemon water and with ice. And it feels very refreshing. I don't know why I'm saying that, with like also lavender. So you may want to take like a lavender bath perhaps, and drink some lemonade, some ice cold lemonade with some agave or honey, with some mint in it. I don't know why it's bringing me to mint as well, but that's coming through, and it feels like you need a refresher after all this heat. So let's go ahead and turn your cards around here. You have truth, clarity, truth. Like, wow, seriously? Oh my goodness, that's so awesome. Okay. Lighthearted laughter. I love that for you. I love that. Protection, boundaries. And then you have wishing. I hope you guys can see that. The fledging. I'm telling you guys, I really do feel like you guys are heading more towards newer experiences. Then we have peaks of joy. And then we have heal the freaking ouch. I love that. Heal the ouch. So to be honest with you, with all of your supporting cards or your supporting oracle cards, I do kind of feel like and it's so amazing because we talked about the inner child. The inner child, it loves joy, loves laughter, loves play. The inner child or an actual child loves and they learn through play. So this is you learning through new experiences and you allowing yourself to unfold and to unravel as you maneuver away from the breakup of whatever this thing was. This thing taught you and it molded you into, and I'm hearing the word Capricorn, because Capricorn does have a way, or Saturn has a way of constricting you, but also as you're being constricted and restricted, you're also being molded into something great that will withstand the test of time. This was a test of time for you, and now it's time for you to come out of that test of time and start to enjoy a little bit more. I'm getting a sense of something festive, celebrating, harmony, harmonizing, and moving on from this thing. If what I feel deeply into my fucking soul is that this thing will return to you given the perfect circumstances, and as a result of that, you'll know. As a result of that, it's like it will be better. You've had visions of something, I feel like, and as a result of that, those visions are still possible. Just give this time to cure, if that makes sense. So be a little bit, I'm hearing Spirit say be light on your feet. Make sure that you are setting whatever boundaries you need to, for other people, but also for yourself. Don't reach out if you feel you don't need to, and then block whatever is trying to come to you if you're not ready to receive that yet. It is what it is. Now with Peaks of Joy, is don't forget the light that is omnipresent through the darkness, because darkness really is just light that can be detected, because this universe really is all of light. Science teaches us that now, and all these other scientists and whatnot. So just understand that there's light everywhere, even in the darkest. It's just you can't see it. So remember to tap into those, tap into your gifts. Your gifts are the light that will lead you out of this time right now, and allow yourself to just continue that. And to remember that the things that you wish for, set your intention for those things, write it down, journal it. You also may want to look into doing poetry as like another form of, or like an outlet, like a creative outlet. You could definitely do that. But I am seeing you maneuver into new experiences as a result of learning from this new past experience. Thank you so much, Aries. I hope that this resonates. If it does, leave it down in the comments. Go ahead and share, like this video, because the more that you do that, the more the more YouTube says, okay, cool, let me get this into the algorithm. You guys can find me at the Apothecary online at Magick of Eden, where I'm reconstructing everything. You can also follow me on Instagram, and journey along with me at Magick of Eden. Everything will be linked down in the description box. I love you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day.